Hello everyone and welcome. It's Frankie with a little bit of kindness, and we are live today doing one card readings. So if you're joining us, put your name in the comments, and if you would like me to pull a card for you and give you a reading, just put a smiley face in the comments next to your name. Welcome Rachel, welcome Sither. We're going to do one card reading, so if you are looking for a reading, hello, good evening Sither, just put a smiley face in the comments and I will pull a card for you and see what Spirit has to tell you today. So, alright Sither, let's see, what does Sither need to know most today, Spirit? Let's see, I'm using my medieval deck, so the Nine of Pentacles, okay? Nine of Pentacles. Pentacles is about home life. It's about stability. It's about finances. And if you can see, 9 is at the end of a situation, and see how she's holding her bird there and kind of looking over the things. So it's telling me that you're kind of at the end of a situation with the way that things are, usually at home or with finances. She looks pretty happy there. She's holding her bird, looking kind of out over her kingdom, I would say, and seeing like what's going on out there. So you're kind of assessing things is what Spirit's showing me. You're looking financially and with your home life, like, are you happy where things are? Is everything working out? Have you achieved all of the goals that you've set out to do? And what's the next step for you? And that's the message I'm getting from this card. So I will leave you with that. So there, we'll be curious to see what the next step is, because you only have till 10 and then you move forward to a new beginning of things. So enjoy the holidays too. All right, and Rachel, welcome Rachel. Let's see what Spirit has to tell you today. All right. Spirit, let's see, what does Rachel need to know the most? This card is jumping out. The Eight of Cups, okay. So Eight of Cups, so look at this, like, he's looking out ahead, and Cups is about emotion, and look at the full moon. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. You're either very intuitive, it's telling me, or messages come to you in the evening when you're sleeping in your dreams. So pay attention to those, okay? The Cups, look at 8, like he's looking ahead, kind of emotions, trying to figure stuff out, but he's not looking at all of those cups that are there behind him. And those cups behind, you know, some are half full, some are spilled. So you're going through kind of emotional time, and it kind of hits you hardest this night is what Spirit's telling me, and I'm getting more goosebumps again. So things are going on, things are kind of emotional, you're trying to figure out what your path is, but don't forget to look behind you, because there are things there that are available to you, and it's not all things that are bad, because the half cups you might look at as like, you know, things that haven't worked out, but there's a lot of full cups back there. So be sure to like grab those full cups and look ahead to the future, and look ahead to the promise, and trust your intuition, because I feel like your intuition can be very strong, or trust your dreams to get you where you need to go. This is just a phase, and it's 8, so you're coming towards the end of it, but it feels very like you're not feeling like this is the end. You're feeling like you're really stuck in the situation, but know that there are blessings behind you. So grab those cups, look for the blessings in the things that are always difficult, okay? And I'll leave you with that. All right, welcome Gita. Hi, any messages for Spirit from me? All right, Gita, let's see what we have today from Spirit. What does you need to tell Gita? All right, Gita. Oh, this is a great card. Okay, the Magician. All right, Gita, the Magician is like beginnings. He's 1, right? He's the number 1. I knew the full was 0. Magician, you can create anything you want when you get this card. Like, it's like for you to create the beginnings. It's all there. It's a blank slate, and you have the magic and the abilities to create it. So remember, you're the magician. You're going to create your new beginnings. You're going to create the things that you want, and believe in yourself. Believe you have the ability to do that, because I know that you do. And the Magician is just confirming that. So great things coming for you. And I'm excited for these new beginnings. New beginnings are always excited, and to have the ability to have everything fall into place. So take that with you, and I'm curious what your new beginnings are. If you want to share a venture or something you're working on. Oh, you're very welcome, Rachel. So sometimes it's hard to see what do they say? What's that saying? The forest in front of you because of the trees. You know, sometimes it's hard when you're in those dark moments or things aren't working out the greatest to really see the positive things or the things that are there. But I'm a real believer that everything happens for a reason, good or bad. And sometimes we just don't see it at that time. So I'll make sure you take that with you. Oh, you're very welcome, Gita. So I'm excited. You've got lots of great new beginnings coming for you. So it's excited to create that. So yes, so if you're just joining us, welcome. We're doing readings today and pulling a card for you. If you would like to have a card pulled for you, just put a little smiley face or a heart in the messages there. And I'll be happy to pull a card for you and kind of see what Spirit has to tell you today. So I hope everyone's enjoying a beautiful day today. And I know for some people it's the holiday season, and holidays can be kind of tough, but they can also be a lot of fun for parties and families. So hopefully everyone's having a safe and good holiday season. And I guess just try to make it the best you can, right? That's all we can do every day. So yeah, so anyone have any holiday plans or doing any special celebrations they want to throw in the comments? Going on a trip, maybe? This year, I'm not going to get to go back home to see my family this Christmas, but I'm hoping after that I will get to, because I'm expecting a new grandbaby in the spring, so I'm saving up my trip back home for that. So that should be fun. All right, well, until we have another question, let's go ahead and pull a card for January for an astrology sign. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Let's pull a card for Aries, since I'm hoping my new grandson will be in Aries. What do Aries need to know for January of 2025? So in January 2025 for Aries, Spirit is saying we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is about hard work, but it's also about a celebration or a creativity of things. So if you're creating something as an Aries, in January you're working hard to create something new, and this is about finances. It could be about stability, but you know, he's working really hard to do that. So for Aries, I expect January is going to be a little bit of a creativity month. You're going to see some hard work, maybe some financial gain, not a ton, but it would be a little bit in whatever this project is that you're working with for Aries. So keep up the hard work, because that will eventually lead to something better and bigger as the year goes by. So I'll leave that with for Aries for January. And Gita says, I want to do spiritual work full time and I trust Spirit. Well, that card definitely said it. Gita and some of my friends who are all spiritual people were talking earlier about, you know, opportunities and things. So trust that Spirit has a bigger plan for you. They usually do. And when did I wake up the other morning at 4 o'clock, and Spirit had the biggest message for me that I woke up, sat up raw as daylight as somebody said to me, trust in the process, were the words that I heard. And I wrote them down because I didn't want to forget, and I kind of said, you got to go back to bed for a little while. It's too early. But that really resonated, trust in the process. So I felt like it was meant for the whole collective. And I think at the end of this year, I noticed a lot of people are struggling with different situations and things going on. And just trust that there's a bigger picture we don't see. Trust in the process, that things are meant to work out a certain way. And maybe it's hard to you know, be patient for that in the moment, but trust that there is a process to everything. You don't learn how to run before you learn how to walk, right? So everything is a little baby steps to get where you need to go. But look for opportunities too, because sometimes those opportunities present themselves, and you know, don't be afraid to take advantage of them, because they're there for a reason. If you're just joining us, welcome. We're doing a reading. So if you would like a reading, just put a smiley face in the comment or a heart, and I will pull a card and see what Spirit has to tell you. And then in between, we'll kind of pull a card for different signs. So let's go to, let me write these down so I don't forget them as we go through. We did Aries. Let's go to Scorpio. So if you're a Scorpio, let's pull a card for January from Spirit. And oh man, Spirit is just throwing out cards right when I said that. Okay, this card that jumped out is Strength. Okay, so if you're a Scorpio, Spirit's saying, hey, look, dig deep for that strength. You have that strength. what does that look like to you? And look at how she's looking ahead out there, and look at how she's beautiful lying next to her to guide her and give her strength. But also look at the beautiful glow of energy and spirit she has around her. And I love the stars in the background. Those always tell me, there's insight spirit guides there when you think of the night and this night sky and the moon, Mother Moon and the stars. So if you're a Scorpio, look for that strength, find it, and look ahead, because I think there's really good things coming. You just have to be really strong right now. Seems like maybe you're going through a difficult time is kind of what I'm feeling, or things aren't exactly like you thought they would be, but dig deep in that strength, because I feel like you're going to need that in January, and you're going to need it to get ahead in what you want to do. So if you're a Scorpio, I'm going to leave you with that. So that is a January forecast from Spirit for you. So yes. All right. Anyone else would like a card pulled for them with a reading? I'd be happy to do that. And in the in-between, we're going to go ahead and do a card for January for the different horoscope signs, so we can give little messages for that. So if anyone's going on a fun trip for the holiday season coming up, throw it in the comments. I'm always curious what people like to do. Or if they get to go anywhere fun, see family, or just take a traveling vacation. Or a staycation is good too, right? Stay home and just regenerate and rejuvenate. Sometimes those are the best things as well. And today I picked out my Gilded Tarot deck to use. It's a medieval deck, and I have a fondness for the medieval time. So you can see there, it's one of my more favorite decks that I use quite often if I'm doing readings. Speaking of readings, if you're in Sierra Vista or in Arizona this weekend, Saturday, I'm hosting our big psychic fair in town. We are going to have over 14 vendors that are going to be there. We have everything from an acupuncturist coming, a chair massage lady. We're going to have readings. I have 5 or 6 different readers, from mediums to channelers to tarot readers, that are going to be doing 15-minute readings for $20 all day. And it's this Saturday, the 7th, at Midtown Plaza in Sierra Vista, Arizona, from 10 till 4 p.m. You can stop, and all the vendors will have fun things. We'll have artists there, so people who make jewelry. I had all kinds of really fun people sign up for this fair. On top of that, we have guest speakers every half hour. So I've offered the opportunity for people to get out and speak about what they do, what their gifts are. Some people are leading meditations. We have Vista Mind and Spirit. They're going to be doing sound bath healing with Tibetan bowls. So one of the treatments you can do is a healing treatment where they lay you out and they have all these Tibetan bowls around you, and they go around and do a sound bath for you for healing. So if you're in the area, stop by. I tend to do these 4 times a year, and they're really fun. I'll probably do a little live on Facebook in the morning just to show some of the vendors that are there. I might interview a few of them to put up an Instagram in the future and talk about their gifts and what they do. And the whole agenda is on the website, alittlebitofkindness.org. If you haven't checked out my website, we do a lot of gifted teacher events and healing events down here in Sierra Vista, Arizona, for now, and retreats. So that's what I do, is I host a retreat center here, besides reading cards and doing Reiki and healing. If you haven't subscribed or followed my page and you like what I'm doing, please feel free to follow, and you'll see when I post new healing videos or card readings for the day. Sometimes I do a daily card for the day. If you're just joining us today, I'm doing 1-card readings. Welcome, Linda. If you would like a 1-card reading, just put a little smiley face or heart in the comments below, and I'll pull a card and we'll see what Spirit has to tell you today. And we were just talking about the holistic psychic fair that we are having in town this Saturday. So if you're ever in the area, please stop by and join us. I wish you all were right here and could come Saturday, because there's some amazing people coming. So yeah, so we are also pulling a card for the signs as we go through this live for January for the month of January. So we did Aries and Scorpio already. So let's pull a card for Libra. And I am a Libra, so let's see what Libra has to say. And then I'll do, Lyndall, I will give you a 1-card reading. All right, so what do we need to know for Libra for the month of January, Spirit? I'll keep coming back to these two. Which one? This one. Okay. All right, for the month of January, the King of Pentacles. Okay? King of Pentacles. King is, a mature person, or it can be anybody really. But look at how he's sitting on the throne, and he's just so assured of himself. And Pentacles is about money and stability and home life. So it's about the stability. Welcome, Jude. We're doing a 1-card reading for Libra for the month of January right now. And so he's very confident about things. So in January, I would say for Libras, like you're sitting on top of your throne. Finances, stability, money, home life, look really pretty good. You're on top of things. Although you're looking ahead at like, what could I do better? Look how he's kind of slapping the staff into his hand. Like, where should I go from here? What could I do to make things even more better than they already are? So it's that constant looking ahead as to what could be better. What could you improve on? And I thought it was interesting, and this is like he's on the throne and on top of things, but look, he also has that branch wrapped around his waist where he can't really get up. So do you feel a little bit stuck too at the same time in your throne? And what does that feel like for you? Is it good? Is it bad? Are you stuck, or are you not really stuck? And you're on top of things, but what could you do to change things and make them better? So that's what I would say is coming for January for Libra. So I will leave you with that. Jude, we're doing 1-card reading, so if you'd like one, just put a smiley face in the comments below, and I'll pull a card and see what Spirit has to say. All right, Lyndall, let's see. What does Lyndall need to know right now? So, Spirit. All right, Lyndall. Okay. Oh, the Fool. Okay, Lyndall. So the card you got was 0. It's the beginning of new things. It's the Fool. It's creativity. It's like starting from ground zero, starting again, starting fresh and new. So what is it you want to create? Like the Fool can create whatever too, like the Magician. But look at like you're balancing. It's a lot of fun. Look at the puppy. He's like a juggler, a joker, just kind of juggling all of these different things around. And what do you want that to be? And what are you focused on? Or are you just having a lot of fun is what I'm feeling from this card. So it's new beginnings. It's 0. It's starting from ground zero. It's making things whatever you want them to be, and creating something new. So what does that look like for you? What do you want to create? Where do you want to go from here? It's like an open slate. It's the beginning of the, number 0. So take that with you, and let us know if there's something you're looking at starting new with something, starting over. That's kind of what it feels like, but you're going to have a lot of fun doing it is what I feel like. So I will leave that for you. All right. Welcome, JBB. We're doing 1-card reading. So if you would like a 1-card reading, just put a smiley face in the comments, and I'd be happy to pull a card and see what Spirit has for you. We're also, as we're going through the live in between, pulling cards for January for the different astrology signs, just to see what Spirit says. You're welcome, Lyndall. So, so welcome, and thanks for joining us. And I'm Frankie with a little bit of kindness. If you haven't checked out some of the videos that I've been putting out, I do Reiki healing and energy healing work, and I also read cards. So, if you're interested, I try to post some different readings throughout the week with a message of the day from one of my decks. Or I'll do a healing. It depends on what Spirit's telling me in my morning meditation. So, how many of you, do any of you meditate every day or in the morning, or meditate a couple times a week? Oh, well, thank you, JBB. I'm so glad you're enjoying things. So, and if you guys ever have suggestions or things you'd like to see, I'll always be willing to throw them in the comments. I'm always interested in new ideas. So, would you like a 1-card reading, JBB? You did. Okay. All right, let's see. What do we got for JBB? What do we need to sell JBB the most? Okay. This one. All right, JBB. You guys are getting some beautiful cards right now. Oh, this is the World. okay? So the World card is like everything is there for you to take advantage of. Everything looks good for you to move forward with whatever you're trying to do. And look, in this particular card, like she's the gymnast on stage, and it almost seems like she's won the gold medal there. And that's what the World always feels like to me. It feels like, you've won, you've accomplished all of these things. Things are looking really good. It should be a time to celebrate and a time to be excited. But Spirit's nagging at me a little bit, like maybe you don't quite feel that way about things. And with that, I'm gonna leave you as to say, like, look at the good things. Like, it's always easy for us to always pick out like the negative or complain about things. I know I'll be the first to be like, oh, and so I try to stop myself and be like, but I want to count all of my blessings, and I want to be grateful, and I want to show gratitude daily, because showing gratitude daily brings so many more positive things into your life. So the World is a great card for you, and I'm so excited. Like, things are looking really good, and they should be feeling really good, and things should be going your way in whatever ventures that you're working on. So I hope that is true, and that I will leave that with you. And I'm so excited for you that is going on right now. So that's a beautiful card to get there. So I'll leave that with you, JVV. All right. What else? Welcome. If you're just joining us, we're doing 1-card readings today. So if you would like a message from Spirit from the cards, just go ahead and put a little smiley face in the comments, and I'll be happy to pull a card for you and see what Spirit has to tell you. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed that, JVB. So, I'm always excited when I see the really positive cards. I'm like, I wish I knew what was going on in your lives, or what good things you were trying to create. Because my kids always tell me I'm nosy, but I think I'm just really super curious. I'm always like, what are they doing over there? What do they do in that building? Like, people in life is just so interesting. Like, everybody does so many different things. And I think that's what makes life interesting, is we're all different, and we all bring different things to the table. So, yeah, so continue to be your quirky, unusual self, because I think those are all amazing things. I think you are amazing. Oh, well, that's perfect. Working on a creative project that lights you up. And I think anything you do that you love just naturally does really well. I was talking to a friend who's going to be doing a big public speaking engagement, and I said to her, it's very easy to talk really passionately about something you really enjoy and believe in. So that makes all of the difference. It's easy to go to work when you love what you do, right? Or you enjoy what you're sharing with other people. And that's why I always encourage people to share your gifts. If you have gifts, don't be afraid to develop them and share them with other people. We need more love in the world. We need more healing, especially. So, share your gifts with everyone if you have them, and develop them. And just remember to always be kind with how you express things too. And that's why I call what we do a little bit of kindness. Is you never know what that little kind word will mean to somebody else. So always, be willing to be kind and be patient with people. So if you're just joining us, we're doing 1-card readings today. So feel free to throw a little smiley face in the comment if you would like a reading. And in between, I'm pulling a message card for the horoscope signs for the month of January. And we've done Aries, Scorpio, and Libra. So let's do Cancer. How about that? I'll write them down so I don't overlap. So let's pull a card for Cancer for the month of January. Spirit, what do they need to know for Cancer? All right. The Hermit. Okay. So here's the Hermit. The Hermit's about spending time alone. It's maybe taking a journey on your own. Or do you feel isolated? But this card doesn't feel that way when I'm thinking about the Hermit. The feeling to me is like you're spending some time in, getting to know yourself better with yourself. Kind of like I see like a winter cabin, and that person's there just enjoying their own company and having a really good time, even though they're alone. So for Cancer, for the month of January, what I'm going to say is you probably need to spend a little bit of time alone and spend some time with yourself, me time, some self-care time, some self-love time, whether it's curled up with a book in front of a fire, or it's just going on a trip by yourself for the day or a hike. Like, I feel like this is time where you're spending some time just treating yourself with kindness and with love and compassion, to kind of recharge your battery. And that's what I feel like Spirit's telling us for Cancer in the month of January. So if you're especially in somewhere where it's cold, that probably makes sense to want to kind of just hibernate and snuggle up with some blankets and a good book. But otherwise, depending where you are, you might just want to take a little bit of time in January, Cancers, and just recharge your batteries and treat yourself kindly. So I will leave Cancers with that for the month of January. So if you are just joining us, we're doing 1-card readings today. So if you put a smiley face in the comment, I'm happy to pull a card and see what Spirit has to tell you today. And see if there's any messages. Anyone going on any fun trips coming up? I had a friend here in Arizona tell me they just went where there was snow so her daughter could snowboard. Coming from Ohio, I think that's so funny because people tend to go somewhere warm to get out of the snow. And I know back in Ohio, my kids are telling me they're all getting hit pretty hard with the snow this last couple of weeks, which is a little bit unusual this early in the season, but not necessarily unexpected. So hopefully you're going to do something fun if you're celebrating holidays this season. I hope you're going to have a nice time. If you're just going to do something fun or seeing family, it can be stressful at times, but just make the best of it, because, you know, those people will not be around forever. And if you're just by yourself, and see if you can make an occasion with the family that you have created, because sometimes family isn't just the people you were born to, right? Sometimes you can be closer with family you've created. So yes, I hope you enjoy that time if that's what you're doing. All right, so since no one has any more readings, let's do another sign for the month of January. So how about, we haven't done Aquarius yet. All right, so let's pull a card for Aquarius for the month of January. So we'll ask Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know in the month of January? Ooh, some cards almost flew out of my hand there. Alright, coming to this one. Okay. Alright, so if you're Aquarius, and this is for the month of January, you've got the 9 of Swords, okay? So this card is, you're in bed, swords are about thinking. So looks like she's certainly got a lot on her mind, right? With those swords pointed down at her. And she just looks really forlorn and worried. To me, this is a card of worry. So what are you worrying about for Aquarius in January? What's on your mind? What can't you stop thinking about? And Spirit's kind of telling me, like, you can get trapped in your own mind with worry, and that energy could be better directed somewhere else. So if it's a situation you can't do anything to change right away, you know, try to not let that worry get you. And she's in bed, so I'm guessing this worry comes a lot at night. I know a lot of people don't sleep well, and if you're sitting up in bed and you're just worried, that's what this card reminds me of. So if you're an Aquarius in January, I would say just be careful not to be so much in your mind or worried about a situation. And if you can't do anything to change that situation, try to let that worry go and send that problem up to Spirit, asking for guidance. You know, if there's something you can do to help that situation, that's a little bit different, but just know sometimes worry is just a waste of your energy. And if you can't change that situation, sometimes you just need to let it go and trust that the universe has a plan, as we talked about the process. So so that is for Aquarius in January. So let that worry go. Don't worry too much about it. And hopefully that situation will work itself out. So welcome if you're joining us. we are doing 1-card readings today. So if you would like a reading, just put a smiley face down in the comments below and I'll be happy to pull a card from Spirit for you today. If you haven't been to the website, alittlebitofkindness.org, I do offer full readings privately, distant readings, and I also do distant healing remotely. So if you're interested in that, alittlebitofkindness.org, and you can book a session there. I also try to do some daily messages, either from oracle cards or from tarot throughout the week, and I try to post those up there so you guys can see those. So, all right. Well, let's go on and do another sign. So, let's see. What sign haven't we done yet? How about Pisces? All right. So, if you're a Pisces, let's pull a card for the month of January and see what Spirit has to tell our Pisces folks for January. Star card. Have a good night, JBB. So the Star card, if you are a Pisces in the month of January, trust your intuition. This is about intuition. This is about messages, downloads. So if you're not intuitive already, you may get messages in the evening as you sleep. You might be able to develop that intuitive nature, but I would tend to bet that you have some intuitive gifts yourself if you're a Pisces. So Spirit is telling you to pay attention to your dreams, trust your intuition, and really look for those messages that are coming to you in the month of January for Pisces folks. So look for that and for this beautiful Star card that you see there. And I'll leave that with all of you Pisces for the month of January. If you're just joining us and you would like a 1-card reading, go ahead and put a little smiley face in the comment below. I'm Frankie with A Little Bit of Kindness, and I'm happy to do a reading for you. And we're also touching on some of the signs, so we're doing a little 1-card reading for January for all of the signs as we go throughout the live presentation if we don't have any readings. Did anybody get a lot of snow where they're at for the last week? Are you in somewhere cold? If so, throw it in the comments. I'm always curious what state you're in and if you've gotten, how much snow you've gotten. I heard a friend went up to New York last week for probably Thanksgiving and said that they got 5 feet of snow. I don't know if that's true. That would be unusual, but it could happen. So if anyone has family in New York, I'm curious if they agree with that statement or not. So, but welcome if you're joining us. And we're doing 1-card reading. So if you'd like a 1-card reading, just throw a smiley face in the comments below. All right, and so let's see, what sign haven't we hit yet? Pisces, Aquarius, Cancer, Libra. How about Sagittarius? They're coming up for birthdays, right? I think my brother's birthday is this Monday, and we probably are in Sag. Okay, let's see. Now this is for January. What do we need to know? Massachusetts, they got rain. Huh, okay. Now I've been up to Boston when I used to travel and teach. It would always be getting 3 feet of snow when we would fly in, and there would be huge delays over there. So Boston, I didn't think got hit that hard, but it was twice we went on a work trip, and they always had tons of snow at this time of year or in January, more so than I thought Cleveland did. So, all right, so let's see what Sagittarius has to know for January. All right, Sagittariuses are a lot of fun too. Oh goodness, okay. Well, for January, Sag, you've got the Tower, okay? So what this usually represents is things getting kind of shook up unexpectedly. So whether this is work or things not working out quite as you planned, I feel like expect a little bit of upset come January for Sages. So take it in stride. I know, it can be stressful, but that there's just some changes coming or things aren't working out quite as you had planned. And that doesn't always mean a negative thing, because sometimes things don't work out because of a reason, and maybe it's for a good reason that it didn't. So try to look for the upside for things not working out, or the alternatives is what Spirit's saying. But don't be surprised if for some reason whatever you're working on or planning, or that job situation, things just aren't quite what you thought they were going to end up being. And Spirit's telling me like a promotion. If you were expecting a promotion, maybe they didn't give you quite the raise you were hoping for. So just know with Sages in January, there might be a little bit of things that just aren't quite working out as you had hoped. But hopefully that will turn around, and maybe something better will come along from that. So I will leave Sagittariuses with that message for January. So I know that's no fun with the start of the year, but hopefully sometimes Spirit saves us from ourselves, because they make things not work out for a reason, and sometimes it's a better reason in the long run. So, and welcome if you're joining us. We're just doing one card reading. So if you would like a one card reading or a message from Spirit, just throw a little smiley face in the comments below, and I'd be happy to do that. Have I done Gemini? No. Okay. See, we're going to do Gemini. Thank you for that reminder, Linda. Okay. All right, let's pull a card for Gemini for January. What does Gemini need to know in January, Spirit? The Hierophant. Okay, I like this. You guys are getting a lot of major cards. These are bigger things. So the Hierophant's all about you have the knowledge and the skills. So come January for Geminis, look that you have the skills, the knowledge, all that you have, and look at how Spirit is like all these blessings and wonderful energy all around this person. So know that I'm getting goosebumps when I say that. You are protected and guided in the direction that you are going, Geminis, for January. So whatever that is, and they're telling me you might want to make some kind of change. So whatever that is, know that you have the knowledge, the ability to do that. You have the skill set. So it's nothing that you don't have to move ahead. So if this is at work, or you were considering going back for learning something new, like you have all of that ability to do that. So it's like you have the knowledge, put it to good use, and you have Spirit behind you, backing you, pushing you in the right direction to use your gifts to their fullest, whether that's for a promotion, whether that's to move up, whether it's to switch jobs. This is all about you having the ability to make whatever changes and make it work out well, because you have the knowledge and the ability to do that. So this is for Gemini for the month of January. So look for what that is. Look what you're going to use that knowledge for in January, because you have it there, and whatever that move is, it should be a really easy transition, if not a step up. Okay, and I'll leave that with you for Geminis for the month of January. That's a really nice card, so that's good. All right, welcome Sandy, how are you? We're just doing one card readings and messages from Spirit. So if you would like, you're welcome, Linda. If you would like a message today, just put a smiley face in the comment and I'll pull a card for you. We've also been going through the signs and doing a one card reading for January for all of the signs. So we've gotten through maybe 8 of them. So we still have some left. So yes, and welcome all the new people jumping in. All right, Sandy would like a card pulled. All right, what does Sandy need to know right now, Spirit? What's important? All right, let's see. All right, so the 4 of Wands. Okay, so look at the 4 of Wands. So 4 is historically kind of a standstill with the way things are, and Wands are about action, about work, about moving forward. But look at the beautiful family in there, and there's such beautiful energy with the top of the Wands there, with the orbs that you see there. But I feel like you feel kind of stuck right now, stuck in here, stuck with and since the family's there, I keep going back to family as a feeling, like stuck with moving ahead with what's the best course of action. Are you contemplating a move, maybe, Sandy, or what to do, or things at home just seem a little bit, you got to take a step back and really evaluate things, evaluate how you want to move ahead with this situation. But for now, you can't really move anywhere. It's kind of saying, Spirit's saying you're kind of stuck with this right now, right where you are. So it is the holiday season, and welcome, Donna. So just enjoy it for what it is, kind of make the best of the situation and enjoy the family time is what I would be saying, is try to enjoy what you have going on with the family there, and know that once the standstill ends, you'll be able to move forward. But it may be a little bit frustrating feeling for you right now, but you can't really take any action right now. You're kind of just stuck right there. So I will leave you with that. And remember that that's not permanent. That's just a temporary standstill. So things will move forward and change. Okay. And I'll leave you with that, Sandy. Donna, you're joining us. Anyone just joining us? We're doing 1 card reading. So if you would like a message from Spirit, go ahead and just put a smiley face in the comments below. And you're welcome, Sandy. And I will be happy to pull a card for you. We're also in between doing the signs and a message from Spirit for January. So we've gone through a few of the signs. Okay. So let's see, which signs didn't we hit yet? We got Cancer, we got Libra, Scorpio, oh, Virgo. How about Virgo? My daughter's a Virgo. Okay, so let's pull a card for January for Virgo. Okay, all right. What does Virgo need to know in January, Spirit? What should we show them? All right, we've got for Virgos, King of Swords, and there is the King sitting on the swords. Welcome, Miss Megan. We're doing 1 card readings. So we've got the King of Swords, and he's sitting here, and he's kind of like, this is a message for Virgo for January. Contemplating what to do. Swords are about thinking. Like, he's looking ahead, like, what do I do? And look how it's kind of cloudy in the background, and I just don't feel a lot of motivation. It's kind of like the king's sitting on his throne. He's pretty happy. He's just contemplating, what should be the next move? What should I do? So it's a lot of being in your head for the month of January, Virgo, contemplating where is the next move. He's certainly not jumping up to charge ahead. So what do you want things to be like? And this is more of a thought process. Like, what are you thinking about? You're mulling over some stuff, but nothing feels urgent to me. It's just kind of like, trying to find some excitement in life, if that makes sense. And in your mind, you're trying to see, like, what does that look like? What is the things that bring you joy or pleasure or make you happy? And so it's a contemplative time is what I feel like in January for Virgos. So just think about it. Take your time. You are on your throne, but, maybe you're thinking about what do you really want out of life and what serves you coming up in the near future. So I will leave that for Virgos for the month of January. We are doing 1 card readings. Miss Jones, if you would like to put a smiley face in the comments, I'd be happy to pull a card for you. Both cards resonated, Sandy. Okay. Yeah, I just felt like you're kind of just sitting there, what do I really want to do? That was the feeling that I'm getting with the Virgo. So yes, that's great. I'm so happy. All right. So... all right, Miss Jones, let's pull a card. What does Miss Megan need to know right now? Spirit, tell us. Message for Miss Megan. All right, Miss Megan. The 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So Pentacles is about stability, about home life, about money, okay? So right now, 5 is a little bit of a challenge. So it's telling me, like, you're looking at finances and being like, oh, what do I do? And look at how he's holding his hand out. Like, how do I, rob Peter to pay Paul is the feeling that I'm getting from this card. So it's the holiday season, and if you're celebrating the holidays, it's going to feel tight for money if you're trying to buy gifts for everybody too. So it's that feeling of like a little bit of stress over finances, a little bit of stress over how things are going to work out, how to juggle. It's kind of a juggling act. But know that this is just a temporary thing and that things will move forward and change. So just notice that, right now it's a little bit of a stress stressful time financially or, you know, with stability, but everything changes with that. And so I will leave you with that, Miss Jones. I'm sorry that wasn't a better card, but it's not a horrible card. But yes, so that is what's going on at the moment. Welcome, Mohammed. We're doing 1-card readings. If you'd like a message from Spirit, just throw a smiley face in the comments. Oh, the heart chakra. Okay, yes, Megan. So, it can have to do with the heart too. You know, a lot of times when we feel scarcity, isn't it that like something maybe we bring with us, Spirit's telling me, from our past experiences? So, you know, with your heart, you get scared, right? When things aren't exactly as you wish they could be. And a lot of those things can be just triggers that triggered from before. But, you know, we all have the ability to come out of those situations, and it's just a temporary thing. So know that is that way. And I think especially we all put a lot of pressure on us if you celebrate the holidays. We want to make everything perfect for everybody. And realistically, like all everybody really needs is to be with the family that loves them, right? It's not about, you know, all of those gifts and things. It's about those memories we create, I feel like. It was funny, I had a conversation with my daughter last night because my kids all live back in Ohio and I'm here in Arizona. And it's kind of sad for me for the holidays. Hello, Donna. And so, you know, the holiday season's coming. I feel a little sad about it, but you know, she made a comment about, I said, are you broke for the weekend? Do you need some money as payday Friday? Cause she's just out of college, right? And I said, I can send you, you know, a few bucks to go get Wendy's for dinner or something. And she says to me, oh, Wendy's reminds me of you. Now, in my mind, Wendy's is just a fast food place that occasionally we'd go to dinner at, right? But to her, she said it reminded her of when we would go there together. So it's those memories that I found that mean more than spending $1 million on a gift for somebody. It's creating those memories that are gonna last a lifetime in someone's mind. So what is that special memory? And maybe it's a memory you create instead of a gift that you buy somebody. And I'll just throw that out there for with the holidays coming for some of you. So absolutely. All right, Miss Donna, you would like a message from Spirit. All right, so let's see, what does Spirit have to tell Donna today? What does Donna need to know most? All right. All right, Miss Donna. 10 of Wands. Okay, Wands is about moving ahead as action. Okay, but look at these wands. What are you carrying on your back, young lady? It's a lot. So are you trying to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders? You're trying to do everything for everybody. This feels like a lot at work too. If you're working, this feels like work related more. Just people have all these expectations, and I feel like they keep just piling stuff on your back for you to carry, and you're just trying to carry it all. And sometimes you need to delegate, or sometimes you need to say no. Like, no is a sentence in itself. So when someone more asks you to do something, it's okay to say no. It's okay to find that self-love. And look at the moon behind there. So that really resonates with me. The new moon, look at the animals. Like, you're just trying to carry this all through the field. So what do you do for self-care is the first question that's coming to my mind. Going outside to me is grounding. It helps me focus. It helps me when I'm having a really stressful day to just step outside in nature. What do you do for yourself is what Spirit's telling me to mention to you. And are you taking time for yourself? And the new moon is like new beginnings. So is there a way to delegate or put some of these things off and start new with the new moon or with the new beginnings? And to go out there and to think, at nighttime, do you spend some time alone at night? Maybe that's a time for you to bond with Mother Moon and really look to guidance if you believe in those things, or go out. I love to go out at night with the dog and the stars, and the moons are so beautiful. And I look up and there's Mother Moon, and she's just so precious and gorgeous. And I always say, oh, hello, Mother Moon. And it makes me smile. So, go out, enjoy the moonlight, enjoy the stars, just enjoy yourself is what the message I'm getting from Spirit, Donna. So get rid of some of those wands. You're carrying way too much. Look how you're starting to bend over. You can't consistently continue to carry that, okay? And I'll leave you with that. All right. Welcome. If you're just joining us and you'd like a 1-card reading, just throw a smiley face in the comments and I'd be happy to do a card from Spirit message for you. We've also been going through the horoscope, so I'm trying to see which ones we didn't cover yet. Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Sag, Virgo. We did the 2 fish signs, we did the Cancer, we did Libra. Oh, Leo. Okay, how could I forget Leo? My mother and 2 of my children are Leo, and boy, lots of lessons to learn there from stubborn Leo and hard-headed. All right, so for Leo in the month of January, and Donna said she's been carrying a lot. Yes, no is, it's okay to say no. It's okay not to give an answer right away, and set those boundaries. You know, at first it will be hard for people to accept that you're saying no. And I know that used to be a challenge for me, and it still can be, but realize that I always say, like, as I get older and learn more and more, is would you treat other people the way you're treating yourself? And take a moment to really think about that. Would you allow other people to treat your best friend the way that you allow people to treat you? And if the answer is no, then you need to set some boundaries, because aren't you just as loving and deserving of the care that you feel everybody else you care about is? And this goes for everybody. Like, you know, self-care and in caring about yourself, you can't help others if, you know, you are burned out or you don't have the energy or you can't help yourself. So treat yourself like you would treat your best friend. And I think you're deserving of that, and we all are. And so keep that in mind next time somebody asks you to do something, you know. Think about that. And don't be afraid to just say no. It's okay. So, all right, back to a card for January for Leo. What do we need to know for Leos in January, Spirit? Oh, and this one wants to come out. Oh, okay. So if you are a Leo, we got the Lovers cards, okay? So the Lovers came up. So in the month of January, you know, this can be a romantic relationship, definitely, for Leos in January, but also it could be a love for yourself. It could be a love for something new or a project or something that you enjoy doing. So remember that it's not just a relationship love, but a lot of times it's love for yourself. It's love for something you used to enjoy doing. So it's that renewed sense of love. So look in January, Leos, for a sense of love, a renewed sense of love, or a new love interest, it could be, or a new love of something that you're doing. So it's all about the lovers and falling in love with something that you want to do, or somebody you want to be with. So look for that. That's a really beautiful card. So that is for Leos in the month of January. So if you are just joining us and you would like a reading, please put a smiley face in the comments below. I'm doing 1 card messages from Spirit today. I also do, if you go to our website at alittlebitofkindness.org, I do full readings remotely, and I do healings as well as the little videos I post. I try to do like at least 3 times a week. I try to pull a card of the day for all of us and see what Spirit has to tell us. So please, if you like those, follow, and you'll see those little readings come up throughout the week, and sometimes they can be helpful if it's a message you needed to hear. And we also were pulling a card for the month of January for the different signs. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm missing 2 signs. Which ones am I missing? I gotta think about this. Got Leo. We did Aquarius, Aries. You're very welcome. Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn. That's the one we haven't done. That's coming up. Okay. And then we'll have 1 more. All right. So if no one else has a reading right now, let's pull 1 card reading for the sign of Capricorn for the month of January, their birthday month. So what do Capricorns need to know, Spirit, in the month of January? Let's see. What do they need to know? Okay. The Emperor. Okay. So for Capricorns in January, you pull the card, the Emperor. It's all knowing. The Emperor is just has full of knowledge, kind of like the Hierophant, just all the wisdom. Look at the astrology signs all around the wheel. So the knowing of things that are coming true. Look at the scrolls that he has with him, and he's over the bridge. Just a really spiritual sense of knowing. And for Capricorns in January, I would say like you're on top of your game. You have a knowing, a sense of direction of what you're doing, of what you're working on. It just feels like a very powerful place to come from. You have the knowledge, the ability, you're moving ahead with the action. You've got the scrolls, you've got all of the different signs around you. And it's almost like it's a spiritual thing that spirit's behind you, backing you for whatever you are working on in January, and you have everything in place to make it work. So if you're the Emperor, you're on top of your game, Capricorn, in January, and this is all about you moving ahead, and you have the authority, you have the knowledge, you have everything you need to do to make everything work for you, whatever your project is that you're working on in January. And I feel like you're well on your way to making it successful. So I will leave that for Capricorns, where whatever you're working on in January, it looks really strong and very powerful, and it's moving forward. So that is our message for Capricorns in January. All right, so if you're just joining us, we're doing 1-card readings. So if you would like a message from Spirit, just drop your little smiley face in the comments below, and I'd be happy to do a reading for you for seeing what's going on right now. All right, and let's see what sign. I'm missing one of them. So Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Pisces, Sag. I feel like I've forgotten one. I can't think of it. All right. So this Saturday, if anyone's in Arizona, we're having our psychic fair, holistic psychic fair. It's this Saturday at Midtown Plaza in town. It's from 10 to 4, and I have 5 or 6 different readers coming. So we'll be doing 15-minute readings for $20 with the different readers. We have mediums, psychics, channelers. I have healers coming. We have Vista, Mind, and Spirit. They're going to be doing a sound bath healing with Tibetan bowls, so you can sit and do that. I have an acupuncturist coming as one of our vendors. They'll be doing that, and a chair massage, which I always love to take advantage of. Who doesn't like a good shoulder rub? We have guest speakers throughout the day. So every half hour we will have a new guest speaker. Some people will be leading meditations. Others will be talking about different healing modalities or what their gifts are and what they have to offer. So please, we have 2 authors that have written some self-help books that have self-published, and they will be there doing book signings. So stop by if you're in the area in Sierra Vista this Saturday. If you wanted to see the list of guest speakers, you can always go on the website to alittlebitofkindness.org, and I have the list of the guest speakers there, so you can check that out. We're taking a little break from classes and stuff for the month of December. So no classes going on, but there's always private readings remotely or healing sessions if that interests you, so you can sign up for those on the website as well. So that's what's going on this weekend. I'm really excited. I may do a little live on Facebook with the different people that are there, and I may interview a few of the gifted vendors that we have coming. So check that out. It'll be interesting to see what they have to share with their gifts and stuff. So I'm really excited for that. So if you're joining us, we've got about 5 more minutes, and I'm doing live 1-card reading. So if you would like a reading and haven't had one yet, just drop a smiley face in the comments below, and I'm happy to pull a card for you and see what Spirit has to tell you today. I think we've been through almost all of the astrological signs. I feel like I'm missing one, but for the life of me, I can't think of which one I missed. So Libra, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Sag. So we did Aries, Scorpio, we did Libra, Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, Leo, and Capricorn. What's the one I'm missing? Anybody know? It's probably your birthday if I didn't mention it, right? I was hoping we'd hit all 12, and we just about did this hour, so... And anybody wants a 1-card reading or message, just throw a little smiley face in the comments below. I'd be happy to pull a card for you, see what Spirit has to tell you. I hope everybody had an amazing day today. And if anyone's doing any fun traveling coming up for any of the holidays, throw it in the comments. I'm always curious to see if anyone's going anywhere fun. So, well, as I'm shuffling, a card jumped out. So the High Priestess, having the knowledge and ability to do just about anything. We've had a lot of major cards jump out tonight. This is really exciting. So a lot of big messages to be passed on at the end of the year. So, the High Priestess is all about having the psychic ability, the mental ability, the knowledge, everything you need to move ahead. And look you see the beautiful moon behind her and how she's being carried away over the water and the stars in the background. So, it's just all about trusting in your psychic intuition and your abilities, and that Spirit has a bigger plan. And we talked about, trusting the process, that Spirit has a bigger plan to get you where you need to go, and that everything you need to know is there at your fingertips. Just trust in the process. And that's what jumped out here for the end of our readings today for the High Priestess. And with that, since we don't have anyone else interested and we've come up on the hour, I want to thank everybody who joined today, and I hope you enjoyed your readings. And I enjoyed talking with you. And if you like what we're doing here, please just follow my channel. And I would love to see you back when we do some more events. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.